Hello again, I am Jim Bob, and welcome back to F1 Manager 23 Hardcore Series. Tonight, we are rounding off the penultimate week of Season 8, our final season, and we're heading to Suzuka, the Japanese Grand Prix. So welcome everyone to our special Saturday stream. Don't normally stream Saturdays, but we are at the moment just to make sure that we can get this series finished in time for the release of the new game. And we are coming off the back of an okay result. Good for one, not so good for the other. Not a great result for Donna, but Embry was pretty solid. And as you can see, we have lost the lead in the Constructors' Championship, but not by much. We're only 6 points behind. We're definitely still in the fight. And we are still clear in the Drivers' Championship as well. 47 points clear of Max. Embry has closed the gap significantly to Lando, thanks to her good, strong second-place finish last night. But Max obviously gaining some ground with his victory, and Donna not having the best of results. So we need to see if we can improve on that tonight. Not going to be an easy race though. We do have more rain. As always, the rain is a problem for us, because our drivers do have that really poor adaptability. So if the rain level stays constant, we'll be fine. But if it keeps moving around and triggering those periods where adaptability comes into it, we are going to struggle. So, yeah, we shall see how we do. How you doing, Marcel? Good to see you tonight. Let's take a quick peek, see if anyone's brought any upgrades for Suzuka. I don't think they will have done, but you never know. And our car is still looking top of the class, so that's nice to see. Right, let's get some targets set then. Quali position incentive 1 in the top 8. We're going to go both cars into Q3 and both into Q2. Finish positions is 2 in the top 8. We shall certainly endeavour to get that, but no guarantees. We'll try for the fastest lap. Quali position streak, we can complete this tonight. 2 in the top 10 for 2 races. It's not a massive payout, but it's decent money. And then we can make some more progress on our finish position streak as well. 2 in the top 12 for 4 races. 1 down, 3 to go. Let me just have a quick check of our car situation in terms of loadouts. They're both running the Mark 6 chassis, the Mark 4 front wing, the Mark 3 rear wing, Mark 5 side pods, Mark 2 underfloors, and Mark 3 suspensions. So they are running the same parts. Let's go ahead now before we get there and change over the powertrain as well, so that we can put the practice parts in now. And we won't have to worry about that when we get to the track. Stick with that ERS, and we will go back to that gearbox. There we go. All right, off we go then for round 17.
Konnichiwa from the Suzuka circuit in Japan. This unique track is a favourite home for motorsports, and it welcomes us back this weekend. Get ready for exhilaration and speed with the Japanese Grand Prix. Suzuka is a high-speed, high-downforce circuit with unpredictable weather. Drivers need to have total trust in their cars to make the most of this challenging figure-of-8 lap.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. And as we progress with round 17, we're well past the halfway point of the season.
Now let's crack on with the weekend.
Right then, so we got wet weather potentially in both of our first two practice sessions. That could complicate things as we try and get the car set up, dialed in. But we should be okay. Let's put on some soft tyres. We'll save the mediums and hards for when we've got the car more dialed in. We may be changing onto inters in this session anyway. I want to try and be sparing with my wet weather tyres, simply because we don't know what the weather's going to be like on Sunday, and there is a very high likelihood that we'll need to use a couple of sets of inters in the race if it's a full wet race. Go with 25 laps of fuel in the car. Put those settings down. What do we do with the setup here? Let's leave it at a 12.5. Let's go with a 7.5, 12.5. Let's go with a 7.3. I'm going to go with a 3.5 and a 0. And for Embry, we'll do something similar. I'm going to go with 8, 12.5. I'm going to go with an 8.2. Again, I'm going to go with the 3.5 and the 0. Or do I go that way? No, I think the 3.5 and the 0. There we go. So let's send them out and let's see what the weather's going to do. A little bit of rain in the second half of the session. Considerable difference in the pace. That'll be down to engine parts, I think. Yeah, 11% gearbox against 39% gearbox. Yeah, that's no great surprise there to see a couple of seconds difference. So not long left in the championship now. We have just 6 more rounds after today. So that is Monday to Saturday next week. Monday we will be heading to Qatar for a sprint weekend, and then we'll be heading to COTA in Circuit of the Americas in Texas for the United States Grand Prix on Tuesday. Wednesday we'll be heading to Mexico. Thursday will be Brazil. Friday back to the States for the Las Vegas Grand Prix in Nevada before finishing the season on Saturday with Abu Dhabi and the Yas Marina circuit. Let's have a look at our feedback. 60%, that's not a bad start.
Rain is expected.
Let's call Donna in. And we'll wait on Embry to give her feedback as well.
Can I have an update, please?
And there we go, we've got the feedback, and it's bad. How bad? 44%. Well, not great. At least we managed to catch her before she went past the pit lane. And let's see what we need to change. Get the feeling the toe is probably, not the toe, the roll bar's gone the wrong way. Oh yeah, very much has gone the wrong way. Let's whack that all the way over to a 8. Let's bring that front wing down. That needs to change. We'll go to a 12. And let's go with a 5.5. Now, my cornering is way off. Way off. So it can't be that extreme. Which means that's got to be a 13. There, that's how I can squeeze it in. Let's go with a 5.5. We'll go with a 6.5 there. All right, let's try that. Let's see how that works. Tires won't go the full distance. That's fine. We'll just take a little bit of fuel out. Here comes Donna. And again, we need to move that roll bar. Let's go with a 3.7 on that one. The wing is in the rear wing's in the right position. Front wing isn't far off. In fact, that whole thing there doesn't look too bad. I'm going to go with that. Again, I need to take a little bit of fuel out. Go. See the track now getting a little wet. I'm actually going to put some inters on. Ah, damn it. Sent Donna out on slicks. Let's call Donna back in. There we go. More like it. Ooh, excuse me. Bit of a hiccup there. We will get our car part knowledge up to 100% tonight. It's good. That'll build in some additional confidence. Gas is looking a little quick tonight. Time. What did he set on those tyres? Let's have a look. Didn't do a long run on the softs. Only about 5 laps. That's probably why he's so quick. Very, very short run. Might not even be 5 laps. Might only be 4. Very low fuel run. Right, feedback incoming. 89 and 97. Big improvement for Embry. Good enough that we'll leave her out for a bit. Donna, I'm going to call in and try and make some additional tweaks.
I need some feedback.
might send her out on softs. She's going to be running past the end of the rain, and I don't want to destroy these tyres. Alright, we are close. That could go either way. But I think it's probably going to be a 4-6. So I need a slight change in the front wing, which I've got. I need a little bit of a change in the cornering, which I've got. A little bit of change in the braking stability, which I've got. Let's see. Is that going to be enough, though? I don't think it is. I'm going to bump the front wing a little bit more. Bump that up to a 7.5. We will go back onto the softs. Just strip more fuel out. There we go. There we go. So it's going to be a couple of dodgy laps here for Donna, but the track is going to dry up very soon. Now you can see 14 seconds slower than Embry. So there is the end of the rain. So we'll be calling Embry in a moment. And that's her done for this session. Let's have a look what needs to tweak. It's the front wing. We'll go to a 7. We'll pull that back. And that should be it. Now the big question is, can I get the full feedback from Donna before the end of the session? It would be nice. I think I might just run out of time. Yeah, that's 4 out of 5. It's going to be very tight. I think I'm going to fall short. I'll get one more lap.
Okay, we take the flag.
You'll cross the line and then do an in lap. Maybe if I'm really lucky, I'll get it as she gets back to the garage, but I don't think so somehow. Penalty for Oscar. Didn't hit anyone in the last race, so that must be a replacement parts penalty. Let's have a look. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's Donna's car. So George running a new gearbox and a new ERS tonight. Oscar running a new engine. That'll be what the penalty's for then. New engine. Yeah, I didn't get that 5th bit of feedback, unfortunately. And that is not right. So, if that's the case, let's go down. We were running a 7, weren't we? I think. Yeah, let's go to a 6.5. Give that a go. Let's have a look. Here it is, didn't it? Let's go with 30 laps of fuel. Going to go mediums in this session. We'll save the hards for when it's going to be dry, which is the final practice. So that if we need to do a long run, we can. Go with 26 laps of fuel for Embry. Doesn't need to be out there quite as long. Our car setup's pretty much sorted.
Fuck is green, fuck is green.
Once again, a long way off the pace, but always are in practice. I'm not at all concerned by that. It's not where we earn our money. Our money's earned in qualifying and racing.
We have a little bit more rain
Oh yeah,
coming.
I've got to check the weather for this session. Oh, that's almost non-existent. I hope it's not like that in the race.
How is the balance, please?
94%. So we have improved, but still need to find a little bit more.
Okay, starting to rain.
Just waiting for confirmation that we got Embry set up right. Again, everything's just off, so... I was going to go with the 7, and then I bumped it up to a 7.5, and that didn't work. So let's go with the 7.
How's the balance, mate?
And there we go. 100% for Embry. Excellent stuff. Very quick turnaround of the pits for Donna, because all we did was change the front wing angle. So that just takes seconds as opposed to minutes. We'll get it straight back out again. Keeping an eye on what the water level is against the line. Good useful knowledge for the race. And it is just going to go into territory. But these are the conditions when it's like this that are really bad for us. When it's almost there or only just there, we need it to be properly wet or properly into conditions. Those sort of close-ish positions like this and the transitions between them, it's terrible for our drivers. Absolutely ruins their pace. Car park knowledge is now maxed out at 100. Excellent stuff. Track knowledge for Embry up to 65%. And the track is drying up again. 70-odd%, that's good enough.
Everything else okay?
And there we go. It was 7%. I initially went with that, or 7 on the front wing. I went with that and I thought, no, it won't be that. I pushed it up to 7.5. It was wrong. I overcorrected back down to 6.5. Should have just gone with the 7 on the first go. We would have got it. So we'll try and get Donna up to about 70% again as well if we can. Embry's done for this session. And then we get a nice, comfortable run on the hard tyres in the final practice. I'm toying with the idea of putting a new engine in the car tonight, but I do like to try and hold those back if I can. I mean, it is a quick circuit. Monday's going to be a quick circuit as well with Qatar. It's also going to be a hot track, and I don't know if I want to overheat that engine too soon. Might have to. We'll see what the engines look like after practice. So 25 laps should be enough. This should be a dry session as well. Qualifying will be dry as well. And my mind, I said the word qualifying, and my mind immediately defaulted to setting up for flying laps there. I had to correct myself and go back down to the lowest settings.
Track should be green now.
And there we go, nice dry track. So we've got 6 races after this, 3 of which are sprints. It's a lot of stress on one engine. It would be 7 races and 3 sprints if I were to put the new engine in tonight as well. There are no circuits coming up either where I can really get away with putting in a crappy engine for a race. We are pretty much done with development, so maybe we just put the new engine in and we'll have a little bit of cash available for Donna if she needs a new engine in the last couple of Grand Prix. I might stick with the older engine for Embry because it's in better shape than Donna's. And there we go. We're done with practice. So we just need to wait out the clock now. let's take a gander at the rest of the field while we're waiting for practice to finish. So we know Russell's got new gearbox and new ERS. We know Oscar's got a new engine tonight. Norris running an old engine with a new gearbox. Ocon, new gearbox. Max is running okay power parts. Same for Leclerc with a new ERS. Tsunoda's got a new engine but a damaged ERS. Zhou is fine, new gearbox. Tights has a damaged ERS. Gasly's gearbox and ERS might cause him some problems late in the race. Belizak's car looks in really bad shape. That's a damaged engine, damaged ERS, and the gearbox will go as well. Albon a little bit better, just the engine's playing up. Maloney is going to have gearbox issues in the race. For sure, running very good parts tonight. Pourchaire's got a bad gearbox, that's going to hurt him. And Stroll has got pretty good parts, so he's going to be quick. Isaac may run into gearbox issues late in the race. Behrman has a bad ERS unit. So a mixture of good and bad parts up and down the grid. Some are going to really struggle. Belizak's, I'm looking at him in particular with that really bad powertrain. Others looking pretty strong. Expect Stroll to be quick tonight. But, we've got both drivers at 100% confidence, which is nice. Let's get ready for qualifying.
Our weekend continues with qualifying as the drivers fight it out for a strong grid position.
Suzuka is a notorious circuit both for its unpredictable weather and the difficulty of closely following other cars. Making the right call on when to head out to avoid traffic and dirty air can make all the difference here.
Charles Leclerc has been a talking point for many of late. Karun, how do you think he's doing so far?
They set a great lap in practice, so you can only imagine how good they're feeling going into qualifying. But the big question is, will they be able to keep this performance up?
Here we go, folks. It's time to get started.
Let's have a look at these engines. 5%. That's still good enough, I think, for this race. It will need to come out in the next race, though. We are looking like we might well need a new ERS for the last couple of races. Embry, let's have a look. 75%, that's more than good enough. ERS is okay, but we'll switch to this one. And we'll go to that gearbox. There we go. So we're prepped and ready. Let's send them out. Evening, George. Go out behind Yuki Tsunoda. First driver on track at his home Grand Prix. See how well he can qualify tonight.
Okay, and we need to wake up the brakes now. Make sure you give us a couple of good braking.
You can bring the tyre in.
Stroll and Ocon coming out as well. We know Stroll's car is in pretty good health powertrain wise, so he could be one to watch tonight. Albon coming out as well. Not expecting anything exciting from either Williams driver tonight. And Maloney makes his way on track as well. Right, let's get a hold on the traffic coming out the pits now, please, before we go through.
We have a big gap in front of us. Charge of last corner.
And there'll be no one ahead.
That'll do. Coming up to the end of the first sector. 29.9 and a 30.0, very close between them, just a tenth between them. And we are quicker than Yuki, or at least Donna is. I'm assuming Embry is as well. See how much we're actually closing on Tsunoda here, especially through that long right-hander there as we approach Spoon. Look at the launch we got. Now reeling him in, hand over fist, a 36.0 and a 36.1, so that's another tenth and a half. (18.8) and 18.9, just thousandths there. So it's about 2.5 tenths the difference. Yeah, there we go, 0.264 seconds. And we obliterated Tsunoda.
Drive to the Delta.
Absolutely obliterated that time. I'd like to think that's going to be good enough to get us through, but we need to obviously wait for someone a bit more potent to come through. There's Stroll, 8.5 tenths off, and 6 tenths slower than Embry. Ocon gets a bit closer, tenth quicker. Albon's quicker. Oh no, yeah, he's a hundredth quicker than Tsunoda. That's a surprise. Let's see what the Red Bulls do. Max is on an outlap. And he's tucked up behind George Russell. So Max could be very quick here. Doesn't look like he's gained a lot of ground over Russell. Not yet. It does look like he's got a better launch here, though. The 130R. Approaching the triangle. Max goes second by just 27 thousandths. So he did get a nice slipstream. Russell pretty quick as well, look. Just 0.2 slower than Embry. Now we're waiting on Leclerc's time. He's starting a lap behind Sainz. So this could be a very quick lap for Charles Leclerc as well. As George finally got on top of his qualifying issues. And how quick can Oscar go with that brand new engine tonight? He has got a 3-place penalty, and that's Max in the way. No, it's not Max. Oh, it's a Gagler traffic. That's bad for Sainz. Oh, and that's it. Leclerc's lap is ruined. Absolutely ruined. So much traffic. So both Sainz and Leclerc are going to have terrible laps here. See how bad they are. Ooh, 2.5 seconds for Sainz. 3 seconds off the pace for Leclerc. Shocking lap. And Piastri has gone third, so he is quick, and he was running in clean air. Nobody in front, I don't think. So Leclerc slowest of all because of that really bad lap. We're going to sit in the pits. We don't need to go out again. Porsche pops up into 5th ahead of George. And we are going to focus in on Charles Leclerc. Reigning world champion. Started the season so strongly. Dipped a little bit before coming back into form. But recently, his results have been spotty, to say the least. And now he is in real trouble. Needs to find a lap. He slipped down to 3rd in the standings. 10 points behind his teammate. And a long way behind Donna now. He's going to hit traffic. It's just a question of how quickly he can get through it and where he catches it on the track. Look at a driver's eye view. Really like this camera angle. Yeah, it's good, but it's also a little bit too jerky, I think. It's like it overcompensates because, you know, the camera is mounted on the helmet, not the driver's eyes. So whereas the driver won't turn their head quite so much because they'll be able to use their eyes as well, it's like in this, their eyes are permanently locked into looking forward, so they have to tilt their head quite dramatically. I'd like it to be just toned down just a little bit, or at least not the sudden jerkiness of the movements. It's not quite there. But it is a good camera angle. Well, George has not really had any issues at all. So, not George, sorry, Charles. So this should comfortably get him through. Let's see what kind of pace he's got in clean air. Where's he going to end up? Sonoda is out. Leclerc is 7th, half a second behind. Is anyone else still on an out lap, a flying lap? Yes, Maloney has a chance. Comes out of Spoon onto the long back straight. Belajac's, well, yeah, he's going out. His car is falling to bits. And he manages to improve. Norris is slowest. Where did that come from? Hajar improves up to 10th. He's already through. All eyes now on Zane Maloney. And Maloney can't get through. And this could be huge for Embry in the championship standings. She's chasing down Norris, who's in 4th place. And with Norris starting at the back of the grid, gives us a real opportunity here to get some big points on him. There goes Ocon. We'll go out behind Oscar, who is quick tonight.
On as much work as you can on your tires now.
You can bring the tyre in.
Had a little bit of luck with traffic not being a factor on our one and only run in the previous session. Hopefully we can get that again. A nice clean first run. If it's good enough, we might not need to go out again. But we have seen traditionally when we've raced here that the qualifying margins have been quite tight when we get to the business end. It can be tricky to get a good placing in Q2 because everyone still has new tyres available. Stroll's making his way out, that's fine. Now Hajar's going out as well, and now we don't want anyone else to go out for a bit.
Track is clear, track is clear. Charge your place corner.
Track clear.
Might be a little bit too far back on Piastri here. George making his way out now. We're losing ground. 30.1, 30.0, 200ths the difference. Oscar quicker than the pair of us. 36.3 and a 36.1. 2/10 better for Embry. That'll be slipstreaming coming into effect. What can we do across the line? Ocon's done a 125.5, a 125.1 for Oscar. A 125.0 for Embry, who does get a nice little toe towards the end of the lap. And 3/10 back for Donna, and she's probably going to have to go again just to be safe. Max is out there. Let's see what he does. Just noticed, Max has got the number 1 on the back of his helmet. But he's not number 1 anymore. He should be number 33. Because Charles is number 1. So I bet Leclerc's got number 16 on his helmet. Max getting held a little bit here. That will have cost him a 10th or 2. And yeah, he's still gone purple in the first. Wow, Max is going to be quick here. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. Someone's made a mistake, and it is a Mercedes. It's Joe. Big lock-up at the hairpin.
Here we are then at the 11th corner. Well, you can see the lock-up. But that's just the risk you take. The later you leave it.
Yeah, that will have cost him a lot. That's ruined that lap and potentially that set of tyres as well. He's aborted the lap. He's coming in and those tyres now down to 79%. Here comes Max. Going to set a new benchmark, I think. Oh, not quite. He's just 500 slower. Yeah, Donna's not safe, I don't think. Leclerc out there. And Leclerc 7th. Maybe Donna will be safe. We will send her out behind somebody. But we're going to use scrubs. Hopefully we can just get enough of an improvement to get her through. 2/10 in theory should be safe, but if a couple of cars get slipstream runs, that could be over for us. That's why I am going to send her out one more time. Just going to wait for the right car. I'm thinking Zhou or Russell. Being held. We'll go out behind Behrman, who's behind Gasly. This might work out for us. This might give us a good tow.
So focus on braking, on tires.
No traffic coming through to break up the slipstream. Question now is how much traffic are we going to hit on the flying lap? We're going to hit some, I'm pretty sure of that. Albon is coming out along with Shaw. Shaw might have a chance to finally score some points tonight if he can just find a little bit more. Currently in 12th. And now you can see a whole flurry of activity. Both Red Bulls coming out. One of the Ferraris. Hajar's coming out. Zhou's coming out.
Position is good now. All good to go.
So it looks like Gasly's too far behind George. That might make things tricky. If Behrman's close enough to pick up the toe, it might pull him closer to Gasly before we can get a proper toe off him. I think is what's happening here. We are still okay at the moment in 5th, but that can change. We're not making any improvement in the first sector here. Tyres are not at their best, so we need that slipstream. Porsche getting out of the way for us. Here's one of the Red Bulls. Stays clear. That was Verstappen. Leclerc is already starting his flying lap now. Oh, traffic. That has hurt us a little bit. Yeah, no improvement, but I don't think anyone else got a significant improvement either. Who is left to improve? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. We're safe. Just. For sure is out. Couldn't improve. Albon finds 0.003 of a second improvement, but it's not enough to get through. Zhou needs something. Had to abort that first attempt after locking up badly at the hairpin. He's got through clean this time. He's got Ocon cooling down in front of him. Gets out of the way. And he gets through, and he knocks out Esteban Ocon. Good lap from Zhou when he needed it the most. That is it. Just Porsche to complete his flying lap. Doesn't really matter. He's comfortably through. Doesn't improve. And we have got through the Q3 using just one set of tyres across all of qualifying so far. That is really good. So then, final session.
Should be green.
Go out behind Charles Leclerc. Get an early time in. Hopefully we won't have traffic. I'm hoping a lot of people are going to come out early, but it's a much shorter session, so we may well have cars popping out in front of us.
I want to see good work on your tires.
Always a
You can
double-edged
bring the
sword
tyre in.
going out early in Q3. You get the chance to potentially top the timings early and set the pace, give yourself the biggest possible confidence boost for your second run. But you also run the risk of getting hit with traffic, which can ruin your first run. And if you're on scrubs, it's not so bad. But if you're on brand new tyres like we are, it ain't good. It can actually be pretty disastrous. So a lot riding on this lap. And thankfully, almost everybody's out. Just waiting on the Alpha Tauris and Zhou to make an appearance. And now we want them to wait until we go through. Please, please wait. Please don't pop out right in front of us. Evening, Victor. How are you tonight?
Track is clear.
I think we're going to be okay.
Shouldn't be anyone in front that will back you up.
Can we clear? No, we can't. We can with Donna. It gets out of the way of Embry, but there is a slight, very, very slight delay, unfortunately. Wasn't too substantial. Oh wow, look at that, she's still purple. I thought she was slightly held up coming out of turn one. But turns out, well, turn two, I suppose. She got away with it. (36.1), 36.0. Very close. Embry's going to be a couple of tenths clear. Or more, depending on this final sector. So Leclerc does a 125.6, a 125.1, and a 124.9. That's a good lap.
Okay, that's
That's
a good
a
lap.
very good lap.
Take it easy in your in lap.
So we set the early pace. How will Max respond? He is close to the back of one of the two Ferraris. I'm not sure which one. It's Russell. This could be a very quick lap. Hasn't set any purple sectors though. Max is only good enough for fourth. So it's definitely ball in our court right now. And I'm going to use another set of new tyres. For the final run. Porsche a long way off the pace. And Zhou and Stroll are squabbling. Zhou goes fourth and then is immediately displaced by by Stroll. Yeah, bad lap for Porsche. Must have been held up somewhere to be that far off the pace. All right, so we want Donna to get a slipstream off the back of somebody. Probably best going to be Embry. Let's send them out now.
Focus on tires and brakes.
If someone's going to pop out early, it's probably going to be in the next sort of 20 seconds. And there we go. Right away, as I said that. Verstappen making his way out. So he's far enough away from us that he's not going to interfere with our lap. Zhou and Stroll are on their in-laps. They're not going to interfere. Now we just need no one else to come out until we get through. Next sort of 15 seconds is going to be crucial.
And track is now clear.
Shit. Russell, you bastard.
So we are good for traffic. Charge your last corner.
It's got very dark, look. There is George just exiting the pits. Gets in Embry's way, that doesn't really matter so much. Ah, damn it, got in Donna's way a little bit. But she's got a slipstream, so she might be able to overcome that. Won't be a good first sector. Want to secure a front row here. Caught George at just the wrong point on the track. If we'd gone a few seconds earlier, we could have avoided that. Alright, middle sector. About to end. Let's see. It is purple, so we have got a chance of an improvement here. It's just a question now of how much time did we lose in the first? Have we been able to overcome it? Be a solid final sector as well. No improvement. No improvement. Killed in the first sector. You see, we lost over 3/10 in the first sector. We gained back 600ths in the middle sector. And then we were down just 7,000ths in the final sector. It was that first sector that killed it. It wouldn't have been a massive improvement, but it would have been some improvement. could argue it may even have been a better improvement than what we saw because of how much time we lost and the momentum and the way the gap changed a little bit between the two drivers in the first sector. But yeah, it's kind of irrelevant. Now we need to see if anyone can improve. Max cannot improve. He stays in 6th place. This is George on his flying lap. Will we spoil his lap? He is currently in P3. This is his best qualifying result for a long time. And Will dive out the way nicely for him. No hold up whatsoever. And Russell finds a couple of tenths. Stays in 3rd. About Leclerc. Piastri is all over the back of Stroll here. This could be a monster lap for Piastri. New engine, that is a hell of a slipstream he's getting as well. Is he going to snatch pole position away from us? Oh, Pourchaire's taken pole. Pourchaire got a slipstream behind Hajar and took pole. Damn it. Are we going to get knocked off the front row entirely here? We are. That is pole position by 2 tenths for Oscar Piastri. Leclerc goes 4th. Wow, we've been knocked off the 2nd row. 3rd and 5th. That's a little disappointing. But Max all the way down in 10th. That is good news. So Leclerc will be the lead Red Bull tonight. So that gives us a chance to let the Red Bulls take points off each other again. Now we just need to make sure Donna finishes up in front of the pair of them. So there is your top 10 for tonight's race. Oscar, Oscar has that 3-place penalty. So Oscar will start in 4th. It's a pole position for Teo. Embry moves back onto the front row. Leclerc in 3rd. Oscar 4th. Donna stays 5th with George Russell in 6th. Then it's Stroll, Zhou, Hajar and Verstappen.
Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
Anything can happen at Suzuka, as Kimi Raikkonen proved in 2005. The Finn battled all the way from 17th to win. Will we see a similar show of will and talent today, I wonder?
Now, Karun, how do you think Aston Martin's driver is going to be feeling ahead of this race?
You know what, Crofty? They're performing well above what's been expected of them so far. All in all, not a bad place to be.
Well, now's the time for the team's cunning to emerge and for the driver's talent to shine. Let's see what's in store here at the Japanese Grand Prix.
All right, let's see what this weather's going to look like. It is going to start dry. And then it's going to be inters all the way through after that. I'm going to go with the medium tyres, I think. Am I going to need another set of inters? I think I am. Right, that's our nominal strategy. Let me just have a quick check. Soft are quicker. Alright. Softs it is then. go with just the one extra lap of fuel. We're going to go very aggressive off the line. See if Embry can get the jump on Porsche into turn 1 and see if we can maybe move Donna up as well. Oh, she's starting in 4th. 10 place penalty for Piastri. Penalty, it's an engine penalty, not a 3 place penalty.
We're all good to go here in Japan with 53 laps around the Suzuka circuit. A chance for the Aston Martin driver to show what they can do.
It's a P2 start for them, an excellent opportunity, and no doubt they'll be looking to grab it with both hands.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Get ready. It's the Japanese Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Oh, looks like it was only a 5 place penalty for Piastri, not 6, not 10. So either it's a glitch or he's already taken a penalty. We've got the jump on Porsche, but we're under pressure from George, and we may lose 4th place here. Yeah, Piastri down 5 places to 6th place. George has got ahead briefly. We've got the inside line through the Degners. I think we're going to lose out. Yeah, we lost out. George on a tear.
Let's try to see what you can do.
We're going to push the tyres hard for a lap. And we're going to dial them down second lap. Actually, no, we'll leave them on high push, but we'll turn the battery off.
Charge on.
Let's see if we get jumped by Oscar. Evening, Lowbuck. Long time no see. Embry just about holding Porsche back into the first turn. They're holding Piastri back as well. Just the one DRS zone on this track, which is why I'm being very careful with the battery. And I'm going to dial the tyres down.
Need to drop the pace.
Donna having to drive a little bit defensively. We've got a nice line through the hairpin there. Embry under pressure. Porsche looking to go around the outside of Spoon.
Let the tyres come back to you.
Drop the pace now, please.
You look. Okay, that's fair enough. But I appreciate the thumbs up.
DRS is enabled.
So back to the front.
No need to push the tyres.
Going to drain the batteries now. Evening, Adrian. are still under some pressure. I'm going to take the gamble.
We're happy to stay where we are.
I'm going to drop both drivers down into do not defend, keep them on the racing line, see if their lap times improve slightly. I missed the DRS with both drivers. I definitely missed it with Embry. I've got enough battery to at least launch her out of the final turn. Is Max going to have a look? He's going to have a little look, a half look. We've got that shut down. Donna, though, has been overtaken, so we are going to go to top up.
Charge on now.
Evening, Wayne. Managed to tear yourself away from Elden Ring. Yeah, I know how it feels. Not with that particular game, but you just sometimes you get engrossed with the game and you don't realise what time it is. I meant to get an early-ish night last night. Well, early-ish for me. I ended up held eyes until 6 o'clock in the morning. And then playing Anno 1800, which I picked up last night on sale. I've been curious about it for a while, wanted to give it a try. And I ended up, I think falling asleep sometime about 10:30 this morning. And the whole reason I wanted to get some decent sleep was because my groceries were being delivered today at between 2 and 3. And I set my alarm for like 12:30, woke up and immediately fell asleep again. And then my phone went off at like 2:20. It's like, who is that? I don't recognise that number. And then looked at the time, it's like, shit! And I grabbed my basket, scampered down the stairs, just caught him before he got back in the truck and managed to get my shopping. Well, that's, that was nearly bad. Any rain in the forecast? Yes. As you can see, we are going to be going on to Inters for a good chunk of the race here. They are sitting nicely in DRS at the moment. There is Embry. Russell crawling all over the back of Charles Leclerc at the moment. Donna behind Piastri. But we've also got Zhou and Verstappen lurking right behind us as well. We'll try and get a little a little battery back in the car here in the DRS zone. Slipstream. There we go, just safe, just a touch. Enough to stay ahead. And let's start harvesting with Embry as well.
And recharge on.
Getting a nice little advantage on the tyres, which is going to be useful because if the weather does take a little longer, it'll be nice to have a little bit of spare grip. And if it comes a little sooner, we can just go full beans and absolutely destroy the tyres and hopefully outpace everyone else. Piastri has dropped off the back, so we do need to try and get past him soon.
Charge on. Charge on.
Try and get a little bit more battery in the car and get him on the start-finish straight.
Okay, units are deployed. We have margin to push a bit more.
She's going to make the move without me even having to prompt her. Around the outside, Kimi Raikkonen style. Oh, damn it. I could just saw them closing in. I could see the contact as it was about to happen. Not bad.
2 secs. There's been a crash. Now we can see what happened.
Minor front wing damage. Tyres are okay. Confidence is gone.
Let's see what happened there. Right, we're taking the second corner. There's the opening.
Commentating the incident when we're not seeing it. We're just seeing the after effects. I'm going to have to change that front wing during the pits onto inters, but yeah, that's not good. And how did we get the penalty? How did we get the penalty for that? George drifted out into us. There's no way that was our fault. Not George, sorry, Oscar. That's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Okay, charge on.
It's going to be one of those races, isn't it? It doesn't seem to matter if we're on the inside or the outside. If it's one of our drivers involved, they are almost like default more likely to get the penalty. It does need to be addressed because it's getting ridiculous now.
And we can have recharge on, please.
Right, I'm going to go for a fastest lap attempt with Embry before that rain hits. This is our one real chance to get it.
Stay close.
I just hope she gets the overtake done. We know what she's like. Yeah, there we go. That move is done way before the braking zone. Now we have to sprint like crazy. At least we are lapping quicker with Donna than the cars in front. You know, not counting Piastri. Only just. Belijac is the outlier because his car is a piece of shit right now. Whole engine is being held together with gaffer tape. They have gapped Porsche. Is this going to be quick enough? Haven't gone purple in any sector yet. Did we leave it a little too late with the tyres, maybe? Nope. There we go.
That is the fastest lap.
Purple in the final sector, 1:28.6.
Let's
What
have
was it
recharge
before?
On then, please.
Doesn't say. So the question now remains, have I got enough pace to stay comfortably ahead of Porsche, or is he going to start to reel me in? Or is Leclerc going to do the leapfrogging to get through? Piastri's pulling away from us because he's in the slipstream of Belajac's. We're not too far behind. So we'll catch up pretty quickly. Getting past Belajac early will give us a nice confidence boost. You can see how much he's falling behind now that he's out of the DRS. Evening, Daniel. And Leclerc does get through. And let's see if he pushes onto the back of Embry. There goes Oscar. I need Belajac to hurry up and get dropped. If he can stay with Piastri, that's the problem. And Leclerc has taken a couple of tenths out of us.
A little bit more like us.
Bit of lift off.
Right, let's take a quick gander at the weather. Still looks to be somewhere in the region of lap 20. 12 minutes to go. That's what? About 7 laps, 6, 7 laps. So we're looking around maybe lap 18. Shanks has got back in front of Piastri. Well, maybe that'll slow Oscar down a little bit. Embry is holding her own at the front now, at the moment. Piastri gets through again. keep an eye on this little battle. Three-way fight. Joe holding up Verstappen for us. Gap's going down again. Piastri is finally clear of Belichak's. So maybe now we can start to actually close Belichak's back down again. He's not getting towed. Porsche scrapping with Leclerc is actually helping us stay ahead, because I think Leclerc would probably close us down. But he's having to be a little bit more careful through some of the corners. If he pushes though, he'll be on us. I just want to try and get through the first pit stop uncompromised with Embry, if at all possible. Four minutes till the rain starts. And Donna's pace is gone. Gap's down to 1.5 seconds. 8 minutes to go till the track goes damp. So rain's going to start falling, and then a couple of minutes after it starts we're going to need to box. So we've got maybe 2 laps once the rain starts to box. Porsche is closing us. Max has got past Joe. At least they're not in the DRS yet. Fast lap is secure. That was the important thing, getting that when we did. You see Leclerc and Porsche are lapping much quicker, and there we go, he's on us.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Better lap from Donna, but she didn't really close Belichak's down. A couple of tenths. And seeing as I'm going to get caught, I may as well tuck into second so I can refill the battery. Save a little bit of tyre to push like crazy on the in lap. Evening, Anthony. You done your final race at Abu Dhabi yet?
Okay, we have a bit more rain now, a bit more rain coming now.
Right, so we've got what, 2 minutes? 6 minutes? 5 minutes? So we've got 2 laps. And then we need to box on that next lap. We got back in front of Leclerc. Piastri now gets past for sure. So all his promise from qualifying undone, down in 18th place. May as well harvest with Donna. Get her battery up. and then we can push her when we make the pit stops. Max has joined the party. There he is in the background. There's Joe, about a second and a half further back.
Time to push on these tyres. Recharge on.
It's looking like next lap. Maybe the end of this lap. I'm going to go the end of this lap with Donna.
Just head down.
It's going to be a terrible stop. 5-second penalty and a wing change.
Box.
But the track should be in the perfect condition for her when she comes out. I'm not sure about Embry. Three minutes. We'll go one more lap, I think. Let's see if anyone blinks in this front group. Not this lap. Some of the cars behind might start to box. For sure has dropped all the way down to 19th. There we go, we're in. So this is going to be a terrible stop. Speaking of stops, let's program in that one before I forget.
And box now, attack the pit lane.
5-second penalty. Change the tyres, change the front wing. We've got a problem on the stop as well. Oh my word. 17-second stop. Oh, Jesus. Utter disaster. At least the track's in the right condition.
Now is okay.
But we are now 36 seconds behind for sure. Jesus.
Leclerc has pitted.
Oh, Porsche stays out. Max is going to double stack behind Leclerc. Just about gets away with it. .4. It's not a bad stop, but it's clean, and we stayed ahead of Max.
Pretty close to cars at exit.
Russell got ahead of Leclerc. There goes Belishak, who has yet to stop.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Oh, dear. Yeah, it's been a shocking Grand Prix. so far for Donner. And there you see, even after the short stops, we're still 14 seconds behind him. He's the slowest car on track right now.
Can use overtake.
So Porsche and Stroll are both both stopping at the same time. It's a double stack for AlphaTauri, and they get it right just about. I got stuck behind Belajax, who peeled off into the pits. We beat both of the AlphaTauris out, so we're in P3. Okay, so we stopped a touch earlier than originally planned. Just waiting for the track to actually go properly wet before I start pushing the tyres. Gained a little bit of time there over the shore, but not a lot. Half a second.
Recharge on.
Ooh. Ah, damn, it's a VSC. Albon with a mistake. Oh, big mistake. He's on fire in the rain.
Right then, we can take a look now. Right, we're at turn 14 here. Within a split second, the impact's made.
Yeah, big
Now,
impact.
their confidence will have taken a hit with that. And look at the team there. They all knew what that moment meant. Right, we're at turn 14 here.
They're going to show the replay again.
Within a split second, the impact's made. Now, their confidence will have taken a hit with that.
That does not give me a chance to close the gap, unfortunately. I'm surprised it wasn't a full safety car, but he wasn't on the track, so...
And recharge on is okay, please.
This means I can be very aggressive off the restart, though. Not going to go into fuel saving, because we've got a Renault engine. It's very fuel efficient in these conditions, so the fuel's piling up already anyway, and it will be harder to burn it off if we overfuel. But at least I can get Embry's battery full up again. And this does present a little bit of a dilemma, tyre-wise. These tyres could now theoretically go to the end. I do think the AI is probably still going to box. I think some might try and go to the end, but I'm going to stick to the two-stop strategy and go for another set of inters. Or at least I am with Donna anyway. With Embry, I don't know what to do.
BSC ending. If you can, push.
Okay, you can pick up the pace.
So at least try and spread our wings a little bit. Claire's caught Russell. We're 6 seconds back. And we are taking time out of for sure. Gap down to 11 seconds now. Almost back into medium confidence. And we're not closing up. But then I suppose everyone's going to be probably pushing on the restart, so. Another yellow flag. Oh, it's Leclerc, I think. It is.
Now we should be able to take a look here. Down at the hairpin. Oh, and the car locks up. They took a gamble and it was just too late.
And all of a sudden, we have the chance to get on terms with Charles again. And he's taken some life out of his tyres doing that as well. And I'm looking at the wear rates. And yeah, I think everyone else is going to go for the two-stop as well.
And we can have a recharge on, please.
9 second gap now. 1.8 kilos of fuel to burn off. We're going to be in this tyre set, or this fuel setting for the rest of the race now, I think.
Charge on.
And there we go, finally back into medium. Yeah, 8.5 seconds, so it is coming down. Doing 1:33.4s, we are lapping quicker. Well, we've got no battery now, so it'll be different on this next lap. But we are lapping quicker than Vacher and Belichak, so we can get past both of them without too much trouble. Catch and burst, but they will give us significant boosts to our confidence. Get Donna's pace back up again. And everyone else's tyres are wearing at the same rate. So yeah, everyone's going for a two-stop here. Or at least at the moment they're pushing like they're going for a two-stop. 47.5 seconds off Russell. Big gap. I think I'd be lucky to get points out of Donna in this Grand Prix. Gasly's got his way back up to 14th now. Now you see the difference. He's 22 seconds ahead of us. Yeah, we lost a big chunk of time in the pits, but even so, the way our confidence, was destroyed like that has cost us another 10, 15 seconds.
So recharge on.
.134.8. Yeah, that's slower than Belichick's. Need to get past Bashaw quickly. I have to say, I'm amazed he's actually lapping quicker than cars in front of him. Let's show you why I'm so surprised by that. Look at the state of his car. His pace is going to drop off as the race continues, as his gearbox gets worse, but still lapping a lot quicker than he has any right to at the moment. Exit from the hairpin, I think it's going to be our best overtaking opportunity. So we'll have a crack at him on the next lap.
Let's have recharge on then, please.
Gap now under 6 seconds. Long way to go still. Confidence is improving. Still negative modifiers on it, but they are disappearing now. Not long till they're gone completely.
Stay close.
Here we go.
Overtake is available.
Leclerc's pushing. That's a full battery push.
And recharge on.
He's hunting down Russell again, so we'll keep slowly charging our battery. We'll take a little bit of care with the tyres while we're in the dirty air. Let's just cool these tyres down for a second as well.
We look after the tires.
Recharge on.
I was feeling relatively confident of a decent finish result tonight. Both cars getting good points. Didn't think we'd necessarily have the pace for the win because it was a wet race, but I felt we could maybe get a podium with one car and have the other one nicely in the points, maybe 2 in the top 6. Does Donna have the control stat penalty? No, she doesn't. She was hit by Piastri, caused a collision. She got the penalty, had to change her front wing, destroyed her confidence for losing 15 positions in one corner. And it's just been a chore to try and get her going again since then. But no media appearances this weekend. Four seconds, and we can now see Bashaw on screen, but he is now 11.5 seconds almost behind Belajax. Piastri now getting past Gasly. He's up to 12th. He's almost back in the points. Tyre temps gradually starting to come down.
And recharge on now is okay.
Just in time for us to start pushing them again. Because Max is looking a little racy, and I want to get past Leclerc. Got enough battery now for a couple of attempts. Just the one minus modifier left now on the cornering. That'll disappear pretty soon. It'll be gone before we get past for sure. Everybody's tyres have melted a little bit in this dirty air. Need to get her through.
And overtake is available.
Hoping I can get up the inside in the hairpin. We will get up the inside here. There we go. Lovely stuff.
We want to manage our tyre budget. And recharge on, recharge
And there we go.
on.
Finally got rid of the negative modifiers.
You're good to push.
Really don't know where we're going to end up now with Donna. A long way off. That much is certain. This is going to shake things up in the standings, in the drivers' standings, that's for sure. We're also going to lose ground to Red Bull again in the constructors. Even if we get the win, they're getting 2 in the top 5, 2 in the top 4 right now. Embry got If she gets 25 points plus the fastest lap for 26, and Leclerc and Verstappen stay where they are, they're still on for another 27 points. They're still going to outscore us by 1. And if we only get second, that's only 19 points because of the fastest lap. So we will be outscored by 8 more points. So 9 in total. No, by 8 points. Right now, let's see. They're on for 27. Yeah, no, yeah, we will be outscored by 9 points. No, 8 points. My brain's not working. Gap's not coming down anymore, I think, because we pushed the tyres too much.
We have to protect those tires.
Or maybe Balajax is just on a, sorry, Bishaw's on a push lap. We took 2/10 out of him. But we're still 3 seconds behind him. I need that overtake as well before we box her. Just melt the tyres, whatever's left of them. See, we've only burnt off 600 litres of fuel from that overstock we had.
Push now.
Much better stats for Embry there. There we go. It's a bit more like it. Took a good few tenths this time. About half a second. I really didn't want to use the battery, but at this point I'm getting a little desperate.
Where possible to discharge the battery a little bit.
This is one of those circuits where it's pretty tricky to recharge a battery. It takes a long time in top-up mode, it really does. Where am I going to drop out? Probably ahead of Maloney. Somewhere around Norris, maybe. With Embry when we box it. I'm going to get one bite at the cherry here to get the move done, and that's going to be into turn 1.
Cool the car.
And that's a comfortable overtake in the end. And a nice healthy boost to her confidence. There we go. Lovely. Needed that.
Ciao, John.
Couple more laps. Sainz has boxed. He's already jumped into the pits. And we're not really making much of an impression on George, but we are pulling away from Charles Leclerc and Verstappen, and they're squabbling. Max is looking to find a way through. Leclerc needs to finish in front of Max. Can't afford to lose any more ground in the standings. So hopefully these two will continue to fight, and hopefully Leclerc will finish ahead of Max. We are boxing at the end of this lap.
Box.
George is flying. I said last night, didn't I? If he can just sort out his qualifying, he'll be a real problem in racing. And look at him. He's out front, 3 seconds ahead, lapping faster than us, and we are pushing like crazy. The only thing we haven't done is drain the battery. We're going to save that for when we come out of the pits. Here we go, in with Donna. Let's have a good stop. Can't be any worse than 18 seconds. That's all right. Not great, but it'll do. Back down to last place again, but now we have much better rubber.
Manage your tires.
No need to push the tyres.
I wonder if they're going to go to the end, you know. Some of them are. Norris is going to go to the end, I think. Another 2.5, 2.6 second stop. Again, not great. But we've come out ahead of Norris and Gasly. That's good. I thought we might come out behind Gasly and Norris. So we've dropped ourselves into a decent position. 4 seconds behind Oscar. And let's see what kind of pace we've got now that we've got fresh rubber. Max has got through and he's already scampered away. Yeah, Leclerc has got the big number 16 on the side of his helmet, despite being the reigning champion. At least he's got the number 1 on his car. Still got a spare kilo of fuel. Taking a nice healthy chunk out of Oscar and Behrman. Yeah, 16 on his helmet for sentimental reasons. Well, the helmets are coded, obviously, for that one season, which is why they disappear as soon as they move teams. But yeah, they came back this season for whatever reason, and even if the numbers are wrong, I don't mind. It's just nice to have
Need to drop the pace.
the accurate sponsor, the accurate, helmet designs, even if the sponsors are now wrong, and the numbers in a couple of cases are wrong. Adds more colour and variety.
Press overtake.
I think they might be trying to go to the end, If they do, that's a problem for us. Track is going to get wetter again. That'll help with the tyre temps for us. Don't you dare take me out with my other car as well. See, he was thinking about it. Oh, now I'm boxed in. Damn it, Ollie.
Let's go for a push.
Let the tyres come back to you.
We'll wait for the usual spot coming out of the hairpin.
Can use overtake.
I thought I might get him into the hairpin for a second then. There we go, around the outside. Are we closing the gap? Not really.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Not as much as I was hoping we were.
And recharge on is okay, please.
We're into the points, so at least the fastest lap now gives us a bonus point. But we've still got a fair bit of work to do.
Time to push on these tyres. We don't want to overcook the tyres. Overtake is available.
I'm going to try and go around the outside into 130R. And that is the move done. Back into full peak confidence. Lovely stuff. Up to 9th. Bit of a gap now to Isaac Kajar. Donna's back to her starting level of confidence. Just get her past Sainz quickly. Got to get onto him. It's taking too long. And then it's a big gap from Vasseur to Belijac, and a big gap from Belijac to Maloney, and a big gap from Maloney to Norris. Yeah, I think we're not even going to get to the top 15 tonight with Donna, fortunately. I may have to absolutely rinse what's left of the tyres soon. We're already burning at a pretty fast rate. "19 seconds off the lead." Again, not lapping quickly enough at the moment. But now that we're through, this should be a much quicker lap. We are leaving Sir in the dirt. Gap already 1.6 seconds. So the next points up for grabs is 6th place, really, with Embry, because the three of them are nose to tail. There we go, 132.8. That's a bit more like it. Honor is actually lapping very quick, 132.6. Unfortunately, it's just not closing the gap as quickly as I would like it to. Got to hang on to that battery because I'm going to need it to help facilitate the quick overtake on Sainz.
Try to cool down the tires again when you can. Cool down the tires where you can.
There's a hop, skip and a jump from Sainz to Vasseur. Eleven laps left for Donna to rescue something. Including this one. Yeah, not a good lap. The tyres are getting too hot.
Just keep looking after your tires.
I think we might just about burn this fuel off, you know. Half a kilo left.
So recharge on.
Drop the pace now, please.
Try and really cool these tyres down
We
quickly.
want to manage our tyre budget. No need to push the tyres.
Charge on.
Just going to run out of laps for anything significant here. I really thought that the AI would... Well, some of them might still. Leclerc might have to.
And overtake is available.
We need to push.
If I'm lucky, I might get them both, but I think I'm probably only going to get one of them. At this rate, I might not get either of them. I'm not.
Let's have recharge on, please.
Push now, push now.
I wasn't quick enough to get the battery on.
And recharge on.
Bella Jackson and Maloney both have problems with gearboxes. Their pace has dropped a bit. Shaw's actually closed that gap down a bit for us.
And you can use the deploy.
Right, all or nothing on the tyres now.
Press overtake.
once again, we get the move done around the outside of 130R. Always so satisfying to do that.
And recharge on now is okay, please.
Okay, keep cooling the car now.
There we go, past science.
Laps to go.
Up the inside of 130R maybe. Nope. And the rain stopped.
Ciao, John.
It's not going to dry up before the end of the race though. I can get Belichak's, and I think that's it. Can I get onto Zhou? If I can get onto Zhou, all of a sudden I've got a chance to get in front of the others. They're all together, look. Russell's going to win this race, no question of that, but have I suddenly got the opportunity to get onto the cars in front? There's 6 seconds gap, and I'm lapping about 2 seconds quicker. Ooh, I don't know, maybe. Leclerc's tyres are dead. He's hanging on right now. I've got a massive tyre advantage over the others.
Looks like the grey's clearing up.
It might be it. Second place might still be on, you know. Just saw them there. And we're going to have yet another dramatic finish. I'm amazed only one other car has boxed for a second set of inters, and that's Sainz. It's not done him any favours at all. It's not done Donna any real favours. And it hasn't helped Embry yet either. But all of a sudden, we're in with a shout. We took, what, 2.5 seconds out of them on that lap, I think. 2 seconds out of Max, 2.5 out of Leclerc. Max might be sprinting now that Leclerc's tyres are gone. So maybe only the podium, maybe only third, but third is definitely on. Three and a half laps to go.
Drop down the plates now.
Let the tyres come back to you.
They're so close. Three laps to go and the gap is under 2 seconds. tyres are falling to pieces.
You've got everything. You've got everything. Press and hold available. Keep cooling the car.
Gone us through. For what it's worth, 16th place. It's not going to do anything for us sponsor-wise.
Need to drop the pace.
Recharge on. Can use overtake.
Can I get Joe on this straight? I need to. But he's going to have a slipstream in front. Or is he? No, he's peeled out.
2 laps to go.
I had everything crossed there, hoping there wouldn't be contact.
And recharge on is okay, please.
Try and calm the tyres down.
Just be careful with this tyre.
Even if it's briefly.
Stay close.
Go on, go on, go on. Ah! Stop moving, Porsche. Jesus. Whew. Okay. Up into third, we've got Leclerc. Can I get Max on the final lap? That would be something. That would be something.
And we can have recharge on, please. This is the last lap.
Keep an eye on fuel. Yeah, no, I'm watching the fuel gauges. Trust me. May as well do that with Donna now.
Keep up the lift off. You're doing a very good job. We look after the tires.
Overtake is available.
I don't know if I'm close enough. No, he's off! He's off! Thank you, Max. Thank you so much.
Let's have a look at that. Here we are then, reaching turn 13.
We spooked
Oh,
him.
we've seen a few go off the
We
track
spooked
there.
him into a mistake.
You've got to be careful and watch the car there.
And now we're just going to bring it home in second. I can't believe it. Can't believe we did it.
A little bit of Lyco. Big lifts.
Unfortunately, Leclerc
How's
did
the track?
get in front. Didn't get back in front of Max.
Russell wins it! First over the line.
But it's another win for George.
Here it is! A win for George Russell.
And it's thoroughly deserved. A hugely talented driver and undoubtedly a worthy winner.
Damage limitation as best we could in the Constructors' Championship. It's going to be a disaster in the drivers. Embry home in second place. What a superb result. Back-to-back second places. Donna went from a bad race in Singapore to a disastrous race here in Suzuka. Oscar did get himself into the points in the end, the swine.
Okay, we take the flag.
And it's 16th place. Valla didn't put the new engines in for this one now. Whew. What a finishing couple of laps there for Embry.
What an excellent performance from the Aston Martin driver that was.
That's a well-earned result. From the factory and on the pit wall, that's a podium for the whole team.
And you'd love to see this. The whole team celebrating this magnificent result. So, Karun, with the garages full of activity, what's the mood like down at Aston Martin now?
They'll certainly be pleased to have made the podium. A job well done for sure.
And that's all for today as we wrap up the weekend here in Japan.
For the next round, we'll be travelling to Qatar as the drivers battle it out at the Losail International Circuit. We'll see you there.
So then, confirmation of the final result. It is another win for George. Embry in second place with the fastest lap. Max up 7 places to finish in third, 1 ahead of Charles Leclerc. 3 more points lost to Max there for Charles, but at least it's only 3. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been better though. Should have been better. Porsche down 4 places to finish in 5th. Joe up 2 to finish in 6th, ahead of Stroll in 7th. Ocon up 3 to take 8th and 4 points. Isaac starts finishes in 9th. Piastri finishing in 10th, down 4 places from where he started, but considering the contact, he came out of that a lot better off than we did, and sneaks that last point. Bottom half of the standings, good races for Tsunoda and Norris. They both gained 6 places there in 11th and 14th respectively. Behrman also had a decent race, up 3 places for 12th. Gasly in 13th. Maloney 15th. Donna, an absolute shocker again, but nothing we could do about that because of the contact and then the penalty, which was unjust, and the wing change and the hold up in the pits as well, giving us a monstrous 18 second pit stop. That was terrible. Belichick somehow actually gained positions tonight, partly because his teammate had a bit of a shocker and brought out the VSC, but also, given the condition of his car, he managed to stay comfortably ahead of Sainz in the end, who also went for a 2-stop strategy. The only other driver on the grid who went for the 2-stop tonight, and it didn't work for him at all. For sure, down 6 places to finish in 19th. He's still a long way away from getting his first points of the season, and it's probably not going to happen for him this year. Let's take a look at the driver standings. Donna's still top, but the gap has come down again. 15 points gained for Max, 12 for Leclerc, so the gap now down to 32 points. And Leclerc is a further 13 points back. So it is starting to get very tight in the at the top of the table there. Embry, another monster result for her. Not only does she get past Norris, but she's closed up on the front 3 again. And she's now 46 points behind Charles Leclerc. It's not impossible that if Leclerc keeps bluffing his opportunities, he might even reel him in if she can keep this form going. It's not impossible. No points for Lando means he is overtaken by Embry by 2 points, and also George, with his 3rd win of the season, hauls that gap down to just 16 points. Lando in free fall at the moment, just not getting any results. Again, his early season promise. He got a win early in the season. He's had 6 podiums. He's won a sprint, and he's just struggling at the moment. McLaren are struggling. Oscar, 2 points because he got the pole position, even though he was demoted off the grid down to 6th with his penalty. Sees him 47 points behind George and falling further behind. He has got a 12-point lead over Teo, but the gap's coming down. Hajar is in 9th. Joe up 2 places into 10th with 8 points tonight, jumping Yuki and Behrman, who both failed to score. Stroll overtakes Seitz with 6 points to pull clear by 6 points. Ocon with 4 points, now just 3 behind Seitz. Gasly, no points for him in 16th with 19. Maloney in 17th. Belicac's 18th. Albon 19th. And Vershaw still bottom with 0 points. Constructor standings, not so good. We lose another 8 points to Red Bull tonight, and that gap has now gone up. It is now 14 points that we are trailing. Ah, dear. Pressure's on. Can we overcome? That is the question. Ferrari stretching away from McLaren with comparative ease. Both Ferrari drivers seem to be clicking pace-wise at the moment, and McLaren are just not there at all at the moment. They are really in a bit of a free fall situation in the constructors as well. They were comfortably in second place at one point, and then we suddenly went on a bit of a tear, overhauled them, and now Ferrari have done it and left them for dead. At this rate, you wouldn't put it beyond Alfa Romeo and AlphaTauri to start closing that gap up significantly as well. Currently 60 points behind in 5th place, but who knows? Who knows what could happen? AlphaTauri back in front of Mercedes. Big points for them tonight, 16 points. And they are now 6 points behind Alfa Romeo again. And Mercedes not out of it yet either, even though they've been dropped down to 7th. They're only another 7 points further back from AlphaTauri. It is going to be a big 3-way fight for 5th place, and maybe even a 4-way fight for 4th if McLaren keep free falling like this. Still no more points for Alpine. They are a long way back now in 8th place. Still only 6 points for Williams and just the 4 for Haas. Let's have a look at the pit stops. Porsche with the quickest stop tonight. Red Bull getting 2nd and 5th, so they outscore. Or do they? No, they don't. They don't outscore. AlphaTauri do actually outscore Red Bull, but not by anywhere near enough to close the gap of any real significance. So it's still Red Bull's championship to lose. Mercedes get some big points in 3rd with Zhou there. 3.2 second stop. Ferrari's getting both cars in the top 7. Good points for them tonight. We get some points with Embry in 8th place. 4 more points for us. Alpine, 2 more points for them, but they have been dropping as well. Missing out on a lot of opportunities. Their early pit stop form has seemed to have fallen by the wayside. And McLaren picking up the final point there. Standings look like this. Red Bull on 592 points. 211 points clear of AlphaTauri, despite the gap coming down by a whopping 5 points. But McLaren in 3rd, just the 1 point. Alpine are 7 points further back, 2 points tonight. Ferrari hunting the pair of them down, 18 points gained tonight, just 4 now behind Alpine. Again, pulling away from us, we only picked up the 4 as well. We're 22 points behind Ferrari. And Mercedes, again, closing the gap to us. That gap now down to 27. So it's going to be an interesting fight for 3rd. You can't rule out any of the teams in between 3rd and 7th at this point. The way, the inconsistency in the way teams are picking up points at the moment. Only Red Bull and AlphaTauri are consistently getting good points. And Red Bull have just got this championship locked up. Still no points for Williams, Alfa Romeo or Haas. All of their stops this season have been far too slow. And that was our monster stop. It only shows 7.5. It always seems to just show 7.5 when we get a penalty. I don't know why. But we lost there, you see, another 4.37 seconds with a jack delay on top of the 5-second penalty and the wing change. So yeah, a horrendous stop, 18-second stop. Disastrous. Especially with a driver who had pretty much no confidence at that point. A 2.4 second stop for Embry was our only chance of points. We've got a 2.5 with both of their second stops. Not good enough. So yeah, we need to try and just get a little bit more consistency in our pit crew again. report cards are not going to be good for Donna, I don't think. 5 and 5 and 6 and 2. I mean, not bad numbers, but never really had the opportunity to get going in this race. Embry's numbers 12 and 7, good going forward, very nice to see. And 12 and 4, as always, pretty solid in defence. No experience for Anne. Oh, can you imagine? Just a few races ago, we were talking about, okay, I think Embry's just about did enough to hang on to a seat. Now she's single-handedly keeping us alive in the constructors. It's bizarre. It really is. Performance targets. We did not get the finish position, but no penalty for that. We did get the quali streak complete, and we got the quali position incentive as well, which was in the top 8. But we have broken another finish position streak. We just get no luck with that at all this year. We did get the fastest lap. We got both cars into Q2 and both cars into Q3, minimising how much we've lost. So we still made a profit. We made about 900 grand tonight. So not too bad. 3.8 added to the bank balance. Let's take a look at our inbox. So, front wing was destroyed. We knew about that. We changed that, and we've also lost a rear wing and a side pod. Let's get those fixed and replaced. There we go. We've got new rear wings, hopefully coming for the next one. We've got no spare side pod. How long have I got? 11 days till the next Grand Prix. And I'll have a new side pod in 9 days, so we will hang on to that one then. We won't put the old one on because I'll forget to swap them back over again on Monday if we do that. 6 days to rear wings. That's going to give us time to get a couple of rear wings available for Qatar. Chassis, I've got 2 of those and 3 more on the way. Underfloors, I've got 3 more of those on the way. 3 more side pods and 3 more suspensions. So we don't need to build any more of those parts. There is a shutdown in the factory, so I can't manufacture anything new. What's my front wing situation like? I've got 3. I've got 1 spare front wing, so need to get that factory back up and running again quickly so that I can get the get a couple of extra spare front wings. So we voted to reduce the payout for the top teams next season, and it's been voted against. It's been voted down. So unsurprisingly, Ferrari voted against it, Mercedes voted against it, Red Bull voted for it, as did we. A bit of a surprise. Williams, Haas, AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo all voted against it. Williams and Haas absolutely could have done with that. So a bit of a surprise there. Surprised Alpine voted for it as well. Surprised they didn't vote against it. So no financial changes for next season. Not that it really matters. We're back up to 19.8 mil in the bank. Let's check in with the boards. They were still delighted with Embry's performance, as was I. So we've cleared off all of those bad results there, and it's now just a board full of delighted, which is lovely to see. Let's check in with the facilities. Factory has been shut down. It's about to go as well. It's going to need a refurb. Design center's still okay. Everything there's still okay. Staff facilities, everything's fine. Operational facilities, boardroom's going to need a little spruce up before the end of the season. Weather center shouldn't be a problem, hopefully. Helipad's okay. Memorabilia room might need a touch up. Tour center's fine. Okay, let's advance time. Factory's no longer on fire, so I should now be able to build those spare front wings. Yes, there we go. Let's build 3 more of those, just so I've definitely got enough. What is my remaining cost cap? £10.5 mil. Okay, so that's enough for a full powertrain set for Donna if she needs it. Which, given the way the season seems to be going for her in these last few races, may become necessary. Team hub is done, and I just realised I don't have a slot for my rear wing. Oh, what an idiot. What an idiot. Donna has low morale. I'm not surprised. She's had 2 ridiculously bad results, and she's been losing ground, losing her her lead. Right, we've got 3 days to go. No, I don't want to design. I don't want to research. I want to manufacture. Might have to emergency. 6 days for one. You get 1 in 2 days, or 1. Oh man. I'm gonna rush 1. Try and get 1 on the car at least with Donna. Things have not been going her way. A new rear wing with some extra speed could be the difference maker. Go. Right. Let's swap out that side pod now. There we go. This is car 2, so car 1. Let's put the new rear wing on. We'll have to wait for Kota or Embry. What has that done in terms of difference between the 2 cars? Not a massive amount, but it all adds up here and there. It's only given us a tiny little bit of acceleration, not enough to really show in the G-force there, but it has gone up slightly. Yeah, the extra speed is nice, an extra 0.1 kilometers an hour. Given we have got some very quick tracks coming up, that new rear wing could be very useful. Right, there we go. That is the end of tonight's stream, the end of this week's racing. 1 week left until the release of F1 Manager. Well, until the end of this series, and then just over a week until the release of F1 Manager 24. I cannot wait for that. I'm very, very excited, as I know a lot of you guys are as well. But we still have 6 races to go. We'll be back on Monday at the usual time, 8 p.m. for the first of those 6 races. We're heading to Qatar for a sprint weekend. Then Tuesday, we head to Kota for another sprint weekend. Wednesday, Mexico. Thursday, Brazil for the final sprint race of the week. Friday, we go to Las Vegas. And then Saturday next week, we will be concluding the season and our time with F1 Manager 23 as we round off the season, hopefully in style. We are definitely still in the picture for the constructors' standings, 14 points behind Red Bull. We are still leading the Drivers' Championship. As you can see, Donna is 32 points clear of Max right now, and Embry is making inroads towards Leclerc, so she may yet manage to get up into the top 3, which would be incredible considering how much she was pissing me off and on the verge of getting sacked at the beginning of the season. He really has turned things around this year, and all credit to her. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed tonight's race. A very dramatic last couple of laps again, as we just about managed to squeeze through past Max and get second place tonight. A race to forget again for Donna. Surely her luck will improve next week in the run-in to the championship. You'll just have to tune in and find out. That's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. If you're watching the European Championship final tomorrow, I hope you enjoy that. I'm going to see if I can get my peepers on that at some point. And I will see you all with some more F1 Manager 23 and the conclusion of our hardcore series.